Hello, my lovely little Titans. Welcome to another Hangout. Hopefully this one will go pretty okay. Usual rules wow, that shook really bad. Sorry about that. Usual rules, if you notice any technical difficulties during the stream, please let me know. I cannot see it on my end. It does not show as having any problems. And if you're a wolf, please message me directly. I hope you guys have had a pretty good week. Hey, Ash. How are you? Hey, Wolf. Yep, not too bad. How about you? Oh, right. That's awesome. That's awesome, Ash. I miss going to museums. I miss it. But I'm glad you had fun, Ash. See, it's always cool to see shit like that. Oh. Hey, Wolf's about to get a workout. Man, I love having Wolf as my mod. I wish I could answer that question, Ash, but I can't. It's unfortunate that this is your option, Cheyenne. I'm just waiting for the number to go down. Number of people on here to go down, because I know like 90% of it is probably bots. Yeah, my sister and my nieces and my daughter watched Moana 2. My sister was pissed. She was pissed about how it ended. I'm like, I kind of like how it ended. Because she told me, and then I'm like, I kind of like how that one went. She didn't she didn't like the implication that Moana died. She felt that was a little too much. And I can agree with that. It is a kid's movie. But I think it's pretty cool that they even went that direction. Well, it's Lin-Manuel Miranda's like inspiration, so of course the music's gonna be awesome. Yeah, she did become a demigod. Again, I'm not saying that the ending was wrong. I'm just saying my sister was pissed about it. I think it's really cool they went that route. I'm like, that's definitely I don't think I've seen you in the chat before, Pog, so if you've been lurking, I can't really talk to you if you just lurk. I can't say I'm okay. Like, we were talking, I know a couple weeks ago we were talking about the writing of Disney movies so far, and it's like, I can actually get behind Moana 2 a little bit more than I can a lot of the other things they were writing, because Moana 2 actually like took some pretty cool creative direction. Hello, Mimi. Well, okay, so the reason it was rushed is it was supposed to be a series. They were supposed to have a Moana series, and that got canned, but they already had a decent amount of material made, so they just kind of pushed it together as a movie. Mm-hmm. It's funny you say that. I was born way after the 80s. Not way after. 4 years is still enough, Mike. We were not born in 1989. We were born in 1990 something. So if there's a 90 involved, we are no longer in the 80s. I get to be Charlie's. Is it the hair? Fuck you, Mike. Women paid hundreds of dollars to get my hair in the 80s. When's my first birthday? That's awesome, Ash. Happy early birthday. Dude, I haven't even finished the sequel. Have you read the sequel? For that story, I had like 5 books planned. So chill the fuck out. Dude, at this point, I kind of wish Terminator would show up and ask me that question, because at least something would fucking happen in my life. All good, Cheyenne. Just asking if you've read the sequel yet. May 20th. Nice. There you go. I don't know if I'll write the 3rd, 4th, or 5th book, but you know, they were planned. Planned in my head. I'll finish the 2nd book. I don't know if I'll get any further than that. Maybe if Wolf pesters me enough. Maybe. I pester Wolf too much. She might tell me to go take a fucking leap at one point. Not a big party person. It's gonna be my mom and grandparents. That's fine. That's an awesome birthday party. My 21st was my parents, my siblings, my uncle, my boyfriend at the time, and I think his parents. Moon, the ultimate troll. Probably. I bug Wolf too much. Like I said, she'll probably tell me to take a flying leap one of these days. I didn't say any day soon, just one of these days.
After 5 days, Christine was discharged.
After she came back from this stay at the hospital, I'm not sure if she seemed better per se, but she did seem to deal with it better.
But I hope you have an awesome 21st birthday, Ash, no matter how you celebrate it. It's always an awesome... Yeah, meh. Like, meh. Maybe not. We'll see how I feel that day. But anyway, Ash, you know, 21st birthday is a huge milestone. I still consider you a little baby, because I consider anybody that's under 25 a baby. But, you know, you're getting there. You'll get there. It'll be fine. Ooh. That sounds like fun, Ash. That sounds awesome. Basically. The only reason Wolf keeps me around is for entertainment at this point. Anyway, younger than me is a baby. Bitch, I'm like 3 years younger than you. That's not baby. Oh my god, Cheyenne. Yes, hello, random person. You do too, and you know it, Wolf. Fuck off, Mike. Oh. I'll shave my head, and then it won't be the hair anymore. I'll put on a wig. I've got several. Yeah, I could see Aaron doing that, Cheyenne. No, probably not, Wolf. I entertain you with stories and my random ass ideas. I keep you around because I need somebody to run those random ass ideas by. No, it's deeper than that. But no, we just won't go there right now. Going full Connie mode. I wonder what I would look like bald. In my room with my other figurines right now. I have nowhere else to put it at this point. That sounds awesome, Ash. On know if Levi would freak out. I'm pretty sure Levi would just look at him and look away and then just be like, whatever. The only person I think who would freak out are Mikasa and Armin. Levi wouldn't give no fucks. Levi would kill him for real. Probably. Levi gives no fucks. We assume a great deal about Levi. Like, we assume that he would care if Eren just went and played dead for a while. I think he'd be relieved that he had some peace and quiet. That sounds interesting, Alex. Where's the dude that I talk 90s shit with? You know, I was just thinking about this. I read a panel of Attack on Titan somewhere. It's from the final few books, final few chapters, and apparently Levi told Eren they were like in some weird in between with the paths thing. Levi basically told Eren, if you stop this now, I'll let you walk away with just a swift kick in the ass. And I'm like, that's really generous of Levi. Eren starts a genocide, and then Levi's just gonna be like, I'll let you off with a swift kick in the ass. That's fine, Ash. You go have fun. Yes, Alex, I saw what you were talking about with Square Hammer and Godly Band. I said it sounded interesting. I really hate the delay on YouTube between comments and stuff. I'm sure it's faster for you guys than it is for me. No. Still... Murder. That's my family puts it. I just watch murder. Titans don't have any instincts. Titans just wander around and do nothing unless a human shows up. Just gonna walk, looking for humans. That's it. Jay, are you the one I talk 90s with? Because that would be awesome. You watch murder or do murder? My mom says I watch murder so I can commit murder. Yes, I was just talking about you actually, Jay. When it comes to stories, both. I haven't murdered. Wait. I can't say that. Shit. I need to go through my my stories in my mind and see how many people I've murdered.
No, that's really nice.
Have I murdered anybody important in any of my stories? Yeah, it's good to see you too, Jay. Mike.
She wasn't able to sleep at all, and what I knew before that she had insomnia, but
Murder us at the cliffhanger. Who did I murder?
Christine spends
I didn't murder anybody important.
biting off her moments.
Hello. I know I murdered a group of nobodies at one point. Oh, no, wait. Hold on.
Becomes Christine's confidant. She becomes his.
Pulls out a 20-foot list. God. Hello. I'm gonna butcher this. I apologize. Prashant. Hello. I would tell it to their families. They don't have families in my stories. Doesn't matter. No, I did murder a major character
After just a few weeks of
in one story that I have since unpublished. So, yes. But it was a plot reason. It actually had a reason. I just talk, dude. I just talk. People give me shit to talk about, so that's about it. But hey, it was Attack on Titan. The odds are good they probably were orphans.
moments later, Christine
Yeah, I think I've only ever done one story that had major character death. I'm very cold-hearted. I never claimed otherwise. I have never claimed otherwise. Okay, fair. Yeah, there was only one story I can think of that I ever published that I've since taken down that had major character killed off. And it did serve plot purpose. So there was that. Don't you have friend? What kind of stupid question is that? Call her Mrs. Freeze.
Widow Christine Billis tells her new friend Kevin Reed that she killed her husband Charlie on purpose.
Me, not really.
But he doesn't know if she will love her.
Wolf, delete that comment. Wolf, delete that comment.
But first,
Mike, I don't use my real name. I haven't ever put my real name out. Delete that. I'm gonna kill you. Yeah, you be.
Kevin's plan works. It gets Christine to repeat her confession.
I didn't know you can't take away his own comments.
it wasn't an accident. I killed my husband.
I was a nervous wreck getting this first tape recorded, but I think I covered it up pretty well.
On the incriminating recording, Kevin approaches someone Christine has brought out casually.
And I don't know if we really can. No, you're not. You're fine.
His friend from NAP TV.
I thought I had explained the rules, but apparently that got lost in translation somewhere. But I don't know if we can even say that you and I know each other anymore, IRL, Mike, because we haven't seen each other in 15 years. So, I don't know if we can say that anymore. I did see the rain comment. Mike, that sounds creepy.
Christine's comments to Kevin definitely
Got it. Got it, Wolf. Okay.
Are you crazy? Are you insane? No, that is not an option at all. Forget it.
She's like, well, that's what happened. We killed someone.
Moon. Yes. It's the name I go by here.
compelling enough for police to reopen the case. And they need Kevin's help.
It's good. It's real good. That's not enough for a conviction. More.
It's the only name I'm gonna go by.
Provided recording
At least here.
they needed recordings that were legally admissible in a court case. So they asked Kevin to go back and talk to
I grew up in the early 2000s.
solicit confessions from her.
I don't tell that shit online. Or Freeze Queen. Ice Queen. Ice Queen.
But this time, Christine does not confess to crashing the car on purpose.
Dicks. But again, you're not wrong.
So after waiting 3 months for Kevin to record a full and admissible confession, Detective Annis decides to go straight to the source.
That'd be interesting. I like that, Cheyenne. Okay, Elsa. Man, thanks for triggering me to think of Hell of a Boss with that one, Wolf. In case you guys didn't know, I think most of you who do follow it would know. Hell of a Boss got picked up by Amazon, and they're still owned by Viv. So now Viv has both Hell of a Boss and has been on Amazon, and she will still be publishing Hell of a Boss on YouTube, but now they can have crossover episodes. So now we finally get the has been Hell of a Boss crossover episode, and they've already revealed it'll be because of Angel Dust, which was pretty awesome. I sent it to Wolf. I sent the announcement to Wolf because she's a big fan too. But yeah, that was awesome. That was freaking cool. That's very Cheyenne. Mike, I'd be careful what you say. I think you're just as dependent on Amazon as the rest of us.
Come on, you lazy bitch. It's time to leave.
No, I'm not going.
Yes, you are. Come on, both of you. Don't touch me.
She says this was typical
It's fine. We all do cringy stuff with characters.
psychological abuse.
The radio demon, yeah. I had my daughter watch it because, you know, she loves Has-Been Hotel, and I thought it was a Has-Been, like they were gonna announce the next season or something, or it was just a cute message from Charlie. No, it was that. And then she saw Alistair at the end, and she's like, I did not like Alistair. She was very afraid of Alistair. She's like, why would he do that? I said, because he's a radio demon and he doesn't do well on TV. She's like, but that was creepy. I didn't like that. I'm like, I know, sweetie. Yay! That's awesome, Mike. Woo! Love that guy. But that announcement alone was just freaking awesome. If that's any indication as to how the crossover is gonna go, holy shit. My daughter's not a baby, she's 5. I don't let her watch the show. She knows of the characters. Again, I thought it was just gonna be a Charlie video. Charlie's her favorite. And it wasn't, but she didn't seem to care. Like, she was just focused on Charlie, because Charlie was all sparkles, literally. I told her she can watch the show fully when she's 13. Both shows when she's 13. I don't plan on letting it happen before then. I thought about turning off the announcement, but then I'm like, seems pretty tame right now. It's not going to get super bad. And it didn't get super bad. Like, it was about the level of cringe that you would expect from Blitz. And she had no questions about Blitz. She was just like, what about Charlie? She just wanted to know about Charlie. She was like, it's so cool to see Charlie. And Charlie was so happy and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay. Yep, she's not a tiny baby anymore. Hasn't been for 5 years. They don't small. Nope, not at all. Not at all. Mm-hmm. It's fun when they're small, then they get big, and then you have to adapt to their personality. But Mike knows this. Mike has a child about the same age as my daughter. And then they talk back. Yeah. They can respond with their own opinion, as informed as it is. And by informed, I mean loud. Oh, no. We're talking about when they get big enough that they can actually articulate exactly what's on their mind. Then you just have to breathe and try to get through it, because you've got another 15-ish years before you can say maybe you can go do your own thing. Much babbling. I thought the babbling part was cute. Babbling is adorable. Babbling is funny. It's when it becomes words that it becomes like a moment, because you just gotta through it. Because they're not a baby. They're a tiny person, and people have opinions, and it's really easy to forget that your child is a whole ass other person that didn't exist before you decided they should. And so they're not just a person, like they're not just a child or an accessory or something. No, they are a full ass human that's going to become a big person someday. And yeah, you have to remember that. It's hard to remember that sometimes, that they will someday be their own person. Like, you're raising a person, not just a tiny person. Like, it's wild when you think about it sometimes. It's like, you see this baby. Babies are so cute and wonderful. And then you forget, like, people tend to forget that babies are not really babies. They are just a big person in a little form. They will be a big person longer than they were ever a baby. And you are raising them to be to be a bigger person. And then they will be that big person. It is just, I feel like people forget that when they have children. It's like, yeah, you have kids, but you are raising a person, like an actual person, like who you are. You used to be little. Now you're a big person. Like, and now the cycle continues. It was trippy when I finally sat and realized it, and it still trips me up. I'm like, wow, she's actually going to be a person someday. Like an actual functioning, hopefully, person. It's just bizarre. It really, like, a lot of existentialism comes with being a parent. It really does. I was not prepared for it. That is something they don't put down on any parenting app, website, any of it. None of it says anything about the existential crises that you will have at varying points throughout your parenting journey. They never talk about it. They talk about being tired, but they don't describe how tired. They talk about the things your child should be doing by such and such age, but they don't talk to the parents about the existential dread and crises. Nope. That's something you get to discover for yourself. All while sleep deprived. Yes. And you're more sleep deprived than normal because you have 2 of them. Skipped meals. skipped meals, or you just graze because you're just like, I have no time, but I can grab one quick thing. That's it. Round 2. Yeah. And here's the really crappy part. They're a whole ass different person from round 1. It's not like you get a repeat. No. You get a whole ass different person. So now you have to, so basically you're a parent all over again. You're a new parent all over again. Every child, like, because both of your children are different, you have to parent different. Like, you can have some general stuff, but really how it, like, it's crazy. The mass changed, definitely.
Only months after his wife's death, Jerry meets 40-year-old.
Damn, you be hitting him with some psychology shit. Damn.
Got my number, baby. They met at a restaurant in Rusk, Texas, and she was a waitress at that restaurant. And he came in and they met there.
Rebecca's fun and
As much as I wanted a second child, I don't think I could manage a second child.
she was fun, outgoing.
I struggle enough with one.
She's a good person. She's also a divorcee with a son and daughter she doesn't often see.
I applaud everybody who feels they can have more than one, because I'm probably not one of those people.
I got me an idea.
Wow.
Well, my home sure could use a woman's touch every now and then. If you can find the time and for every reason. He asked her to come and start cleaning his house. That was just a lie because the house was immaculate.
I thought I told you.
Very clean.
Thought we went over this.
That's an excuse to meet her and talk to her. What are you going to do? He was thinking, well, I'll let her come in. She'll take care of my house. And I won't be lonely, so it works both of us.
Well, there, Jer.
You just picked from comic books.
I'll drink to that.
Memory. Fish actually have pretty good memories.
Before you know it, she was moving in with him.
Within weeks, their arrangement blossoms into a full-blown romance.
But I guess if I had a boy, I would probably name him Jensen.
This is a surprise to Jerry's.
And if I had a girl, I would name her Ariadne. We're all Dory here. Dory is the exception. Most fish have good memories.
The fact that Rebecca isn't much older than
But
Jerry.
yeah, if I had a son, I'd name him Jensen. And if I had a daughter, it would be Ariadne. I didn't say your names were wrong, Mike. I just said you have an easier time of it. You just go to comics and pick.
Only months after their first meeting, Jerry and Rebecca say their I-do's at the courthouse in Rusk, Texas, without sending out even a single invitation.
Not from the era where,
The guy who saved Tony Stark and Iron Man.
I think it was for I just for some reason.
I didn't hear about it until after it was already done.
I just told myself, he goes, well, you happy, Dad? And he says,
You guys are great.
to get my two women that love me in my lifetime. And I said, well, Dad, as long as you're happy. I said, that's always important.
But others are not as supportive of the impromptu
His name is Jensen. That's fair, Cheyenne. That's funny. Yeah, but I wouldn't be naming my son Jensen for that. I'd be naming him after the actor from Supernatural. Probably do something stupid. I would be like Jensen Levi or Jensen Dean.
What you hear about afterwards.
Just for the fun of it.
therapist Stacy Kaiser and forensic psychologist Brian Russell
That man can't judge me. He named his son Zeppelin.
children whose parents remarried.
These kids have been in a really bad situation. They've lost their mother, and now, in some ways, they've lost their father.
The kids see it as almost an
Well, it's actually a really cool name. I think the name Jensen actually is pretty cool on its own. Dude, love that. Love that for you, Cheyenne. No. I would not. No, Wolf. No. Ariadne.
Family issues aside, once this couple gets hitched, they hit the ground trucking.
Ready for an adventure, Becky?
I'm just about ready for it, Nick.
Nice.
You like to travel with
It's a goated blanket, right?
or you have to do stuff?
She began riding in the truck with him wherever he would go.
Charlie's gender neutral because, like, the nickname, but if you wanted to pick what Charlie's the nickname of, it gets a little less gender neutral there. It's a goated, greatest of all time.
Hey, I thought you guys might want me to come drown outside a day.
Shoot. Windy Saturday's no good.
I could bring lunch. It wouldn't be wrong.
Listen,
Mm-hmm.
why don't you try it some other weekend, huh?
Okay. Next weekend. Every time I called and said, hey, maybe we should come visit, and my grandpa or she would say,
Wolf! No! No, goated is a term that's mostly used for athletes. Mostly associated with Tom Brady.
These are for you, ma'am.
These are beautiful. So how did you meet you, Mike? She always wore like, oh wow.
I would not need my other child to meet you. I know what you're doing, Wolf. Oh my god.
she never dusted or cleaned anything. She just left it. So she just lived as if she's renting the place and just left it, and that was it.
I am surprised you didn't suggest Jared there, Wolf, if it was twin boys. God help me if I had twin boys. God help me if I had twins, period. God help me if I had a second one. It's okay, we're all old, pretty much.
These are my clothes. Something wrong?
Name the twins Sam and Dean. God. I'd either get that as a suggestion. Wolf would say Jensen Jared or Jensen Dimitri. Or I'd get Aaron and Levi. Oldest Dean. The oldest Dean, the oldest would be Dean, the youngest would be Sam. And then they'd have inverse personalities. Dean would act like Sam and Sam would act like Dean, and that would be hilarious to me. Yep, see, Wolf would do leave. Yep, I knew Wolf was gonna say that. No, I'm not having any children. No, God. God, no. It's funny to think about, though. For anybody that is in this chat that's new, that has no idea what's going on, I'm not having children. Everybody's just having fun with this.
Jerry is 71 years old, and the assault takes its toll.
Dangerous or pretty severe. I mean, it messed up his back, his shoulder.
God, you guys are funny, though.
Shoulder surgery, he couldn't lift his arm up past that.
These injuries are so bad.
Jensen Dean does have a cool ring to it, though. Wayne Ben. Maybe Ben. You Wolf. I hate you, Wolf. Hate you. I don't really hate you, but god damn it. Benjamin Dean. Dean Benjamin, something like that. I do.
Plus, it was a restaurant. And so we get breakfast, lunch, sometimes dinner. And really good food. The locals come in, everybody knows everybody name, what's going on with the neighbor down the street, that kind of stuff. Jerry and Rebecca are overjoyed.
The store was a nice step for them in their relationship that got them closer together.
We got the store put together and I made a surprise visit. We hadn't seen each other for a while.
You deserve it, Mike. Have a good night. Thank you for being here. Good night.
Started crying.
I laugh like that wasn't one of my favorite books at bedtime when I was a kid. That and Runaway Bunny. Jensen Dimitri. God, stop it! Stop it, Wolf. So bad. Incorrigible.
After 3 years serving the community, the Barkers are on the same page about hiring a trustworthy employee to help out. Enter 45-year-old Dialville native, Tammy Reed.
Mike, are you gonna go through the whole story? Are you reading it as you are writing this out?
But unfortunately for them, the Barkers' generosity is working against the store's success.
Never. My hand really hurts today. I was pulling trees out of my family's backyard. They have pine trees that drop pine cones and everything, and they start sprouting. You have to pull them because they're a fire hazard. And I was pulling these trees. They were like that tall. Like that tall. Ow. So I didn't know my hands could actually hurt from gripping that tight, but I would grip those fuckers and just pull. And yeah, I lost a fight with 2 of them. I didn't get 2 of them, but I got the rest of them. Feel good about that. I thought of Pennywise when you said red balloon. Okay, that is definitely a take I didn't see with that book now. Oh crap, I can't unsee that now. Thanks, Wolf. Hello to the new people who joined in. Old lady whispering hush was a creep. Was that book secretly a horror book? Didn't they make a movie recently with an old lady that sat outside and would just be quiet or something? I don't remember what it's called, but I remember it was creepy.
My father used to drink years ago, and he quit totally.
I feel like you could write a horror. Like, have you seen those? Have you guys seen those? I don't know if they're AI or what, but they're posters, horror movie posters based on children's games, like Operation and Don't Break the Ice and Don't Wake Up Daddy and all sorts of others. I would absolutely love for somebody to make movies like that. Like, I would absolutely love that.
The more Jerry drinks, the worse his health becomes.
Can I make a heart? How? I mean, I did technically make one. I had a baby and I made the baby. So, yes. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, though. Yeah, instead of sequels and shit, because I've seen a list for all the fucking sequel movies that are coming out. We are up to Ice Age number 6 and Shrek 5. I think we're good. I think we could just, you know, do the idea of children's board games being horror movies. I think that would be fine. Like, how terrifying would it be with the Hungry Hungry Hippos thing? Like, that would be horrendous and wonderful. Or I know they tried with Battleship, but they tried too hard with that one. I should have just made it a horror one. Like, I don't know. It could have been better. Like, those types of movies would work better. Like, if we wanted to do series of board game movies, it would definitely work out better for horror, just because you can do such creepy shit with it. Kind of want that to happen now. Kind of want to do that instead of a bunch of sequels. I don't care if they're crappy. I'm like, the premise alone would sound great enough to go watch once. I almost hate that Minecraft did so well. Just because. They did D&D, but a movie. So they're called Dungeons and Dragons. And it's hilarious. It's actually a really good movie. And then I hate that they did Until Dawn as a movie, because Until that one when we're way nice. Like I said, D&D already has a movie. It's called Dungeons and Dragons. Has Chris Pine in it. And it's hilarious. I actually really enjoyed that movie. I went and saw it. It was really good. It even had a stats book that came out, and apparently his loot is OP'd as fuck. Like, there's a reason that loot could hit shit and not break. It's pretty cool. Nothing. But I'm glad you got some ideas down.
Jerry's health is the only thing that's failing. So is the store.
It was getting worse as the economy was getting bad. That's where people stopped coming into the store and it started taking a toll on Jerry.
It takes a toll.
Dead by Daylight. I wouldn't do a movie of that. I would do a show. I would absolutely do a show of Dead by Daylight. That way you can, like, showcase each villain in its own, like, it would be really cool. I mean, you don't even have to do, don't try to go too far out of the box, Ash. You can actually, like, hurt yourself with that. Life is Strange would be a good show. Again, most of these would be good shows, not good movies, just because with movies you're limited in the time, but with a show you can actually drag it out and do the world building that's necessary. Honestly, I'm surprised they haven't done Life is Strange as a show. It's It's a very popular game, and it's very in vein with what they want to do with a lot of television right now. I'm sure it's just a matter of time, and I'm sure it's being developed somewhere, but yeah. And I think Dead by Daylight would be cool because you could do one season fully dedicated to one villain, and you can switch up the cast every season, and it's just different. Like, you don't even have to put in the guests, like the guests that they have, like Freddy Krueger and all that. You can just stick to the core group that was in Dead by Daylight of the serial killers, and then just do that. Just each season is a different serial killer with a different story, with a different everything. I think that would be. I think that would be the way to go, honestly. I really do. Still watch Slender playthroughs, so you think? Yeah, I mean, people still watch FNAF playthroughs, but I don't know if that's because they enjoy the game or they want to try to find hidden lore. Ash, if you ever want an example of somebody who tried too hard to be out of the box, it was fucking Scott Conan, whatever the fuck his last name is. The dude who wrote FNAF. He tried to be way too clever with himself, and he has made a mess of his lore. That's an example of a tryhard. And Drago turns on his family. I mean, you can do that. That's a really good. That's always a cute plot. You're 12. Okay. Speaking of FNAF, I can't wait for the movie to come out. Just putting it out there. I will be seeing it. True. I would rather have the Marauders than whatever the fuck's coming out right now. It's... I can't... Why are we having a Harry Potter series? Why? It's... I know it's a popular IP, but they make plenty of money off of just the labeling anything Harry Potter. We don't need... Like, the movies are fine. We don't need a whole ass series to go with it. We don't need a television series. I don't know. They, for some reason, they're like, we gotta redo it. It's like, it hasn't even been 20 years since the last one came out. If that had been the case, then yeah, I could see maybe doing a reboot or something, but no, they... Of course they're gonna fuck it up. They don't care about actual integrity or sticking to the story or any of that. What they care about is just the dollars that'll come in. If you haven't noticed, nothing literally nothing original is coming out of Hollywood at all. Nothing, from TV shows to movies to anything. It's all reboots or sequels. There's nothing original. They're not coming out with any brand new ideas. And if they are, they're not getting, you know, any media attention. It's just they're trying to keep certain actors employed, or they're trying to get money out of franchises because the studio doesn't have money anymore. It's that simple. It's not about entertaining, it's just about maintaining relevance and money. That's it. That's all it is anymore. And it's quite unfortunate. And it's really cool that some of the most original shit that's come out in the last decade has been from YouTube.
But people have suspicions.
Is Rebecca trying to hasten Jerry's demise?
Yeah.
That she would not
No, it's not. Yeah. No. Yeah, it's gonna be a shit show. But anyway, my lovely little Titans, the time has come. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I had a great time talking with all of you. I look forward to many more chats, and I hope you have a great night, a great week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.